Hey everyone, we're going to talk about 3 undervalued altcoins in Satoshis that you can look at over February. These are obvious. So hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new, please do subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a like and comment. Make sure though you tick that bell and you tick that like button, helps me go further. So, hope you enjoyed the live last night. We're going to be doing another one on Friday, but we're going to go into normal rhythm. So, 1st of February, shortest month of the year, but also we can talk about some undervalued coins that have been pumping like crazy. So currently the dominance is still dropping, as I mentioned last night, and we've had some severe pumpage, obviously, right? I'm going to mention one that we discovered last night on the live first, and then we're going to go into 3 picks. Now these picks are obvious as hell, right? They are basically top coins, in my opinion. One of them's ranked slightly lower. Mentioned a lot last night in the live. 2 of the other ones, yeah, you've probably heard of them. But, you know, if you want to look at opportunities of buy the dip when obviously the Satoshi levels are low and where the money can spill over, there may be a very, very big case for these higher cap coins to go bang. And no, it's not Ethereum, even though that is technically at a good level, potentially. Anyways, enough of that. Before we crack on though, I want to ask you a question. Make sure that you have done this. Check out this free giveaway. I'm giving away some Ethereum. I don't know why I did it. You know, I want to see Ethereum. Not so much why I did the giveaway, it's more the Ethereum. It's expensive to send. It's like shit. So hopefully the gas fees are sorted by then. Maybe not. Anyways, moving on. So, hope you're well, hope you're good, and I hope you understand how this is changing the market dynamic a little bit with these bigger cap coins pumping. We need to talk about XRP first, right? What happened with this was, I know I've been telling people don't buy this because of the lawsuit, which is absolutely in my realm. I'd rather say that in the position that I'm in, okay? Just put that out there. My fundamental philosophy in any coin, regardless of how good it looks or is or feels or how nice it, you know, it works, if there's a big looming lawsuit, I'd rather say the obvious. If the fundamentals have changed, be wary of it, right? That's a big thing, whether you love it or hate it, right? But I noticed something spectacular yesterday, and I want to talk about it. Obviously, we've had this massive aggressive pump over the last 2 to 3 days, right? We've gone from literally 24 cents to 75 cents. It's giving me tingly feelings, and I'm going to explain why, because this is kind of like the start of the move, in my opinion, right? I've been talking about alt season for like fucking forever. People are talking about it, and when is it happening? Well, something historic's happened with XRP, and I want to talk about it in this video because I know that this video will probably do well because of coin picks, right? This is big. A move in XRP of this level is big. It's going to drop the dominance chart. It's going to get people talk about altcoins again. It's front headline news, essentially. Frontline news, headline news. So if I go to BTC pairings, bear with, right? Because this is, oh dear. I want Binance, please. Thank you. It's disgusting. Let me try and find, I did a one this morning, bear with me, on Poloniex, just to show you the historic. There you go. This is disgusting. Look at it. Right. The reason why I'm saying this is disgusting and look at it is because we have went and leveled off in the BTC pair of XRP pre-dinosaur levels. What I mean by pre-dinosaur is before these moves. This is the $3 move. This was the dominant drop, the first introduction of altcoins going parabolic. The first move. This is the move that I got in on the market in altcoins, right? This was when XRP was like 0.6 of a cent of a nickel of a sausage, right? It was literally, you could buy so much of it for very, very little. It popped, right? It went back down. It popped again to $3 in that metric. But in BTC values, it was a big deal. So we found these levels. It was monstrous, absolute monstrous. But when we look now and we think we are February levels of 2017 here, wow, it was always going to react. And what I was saying this morning in my premium video to members on Learning Crypto, I wish I knew about it. I wish I seen this drop. I just didn't. And yeah, my eyeballs were away from it because of the old lovely little lawsuit. But in terms of putting BTC in this to make a little bit of money, oh, because when you look at where it's been, and not that long ago, when X Rapid was coming out and stuff, we're at 10,000 satoshis. That was only in December 18. Even the end of 2019, even the last real push to the upside, not that long ago. These are monstrous moves. If you were looking at these levels, they are big moves. They are humongous moves. And as I say, charting in Bitcoin, if you've got a little bit of BTC, you want to pull it out, it's not really a bad idea. So that's the excitement side of this video kind of complete, but I want to show you 3 other coins that are kind of important. This just all reminds me of what happened last time when the dominance was so high and it just dropped. The quicker it drops, the more stable Bitcoin is as well, the more parabolic things go, and you can accumulate satoshis, which is kind of the key point of why I repeat this over and over. So the first coin that I want to talk about, and yeah, it's an obvious coin. It's that obvious, you're probably going to go, all right then, Chainlink. All right, I've said it, Chainlink. In the BTC pair of Chainlink, in my opinion, I think there's gains, and I'll show you why. It's majorly lower than what it has been before in its life cycle. It's got a ton of stuff happening, and it's got a long way to freaking go. Look at it. We found a level of secure bottom, essentially, and in my opinion, we're starting to trickle back up. We're currently on a weekly level, the 23% level of the fib, which is kind of an important one. Yeah, we may pull back and form a little bit of a round bottom, i.e. what I mean by a round bottom is we may well find a level of support a little bit lower than this and then continue going up in the uptrend, depending on what Bitcoin does. But that being said, it's looking pretty damn neat and tidy. What I mean by this is, if we are going to go up to those all-time high levels of the previous kind of run, i.e. the last alt season when it was pretty savage for, not for Binance, for DeFi, get my words out, it's still a massive 155% move. Now, if we're talking current live prices of Chainlink, it's at $22. We're literally going to put it beyond $40 and close to the $60 levels if Bitcoin stays stable. That's, in my opinion, undervalued. And when you look at this, it's starting to trickle up, it's starting to trend up. Look at where the RSI is. Look at where everything is positioned on this chart. It's had its downturn in the BTC pairs. It's starting to now look more dominant. It's going to start gradually outperforming Bitcoin, therefore giving you some money, i.e. satoshis. Okay, so number 1, Chainlink. I've already kind of done the technicals for this, but even if we are looking at a potential level to like sell, that wouldn't be a bad place to be neither overall. Like, that is literally about 100%. So basically, if you had 1 Bitcoin, double, you can't really go wrong with that. Let's be honest, you can't go wrong with that. And when you look at the metrics ultimately of the BTC pairs, how much BTC is leveled up and how much percentage works, it's worth a lot more in that than it would be in USD. It matters, in my opinion. Anyways, chart number 2. It's another obvious one, boys and girls. It's VeChain. VeChain, oops, wrong chart. VeChain is disgustingly undervalued, in my honest opinion. When we look at where it's been, obviously, in the past as well, but the last run, this was a big run, and we are still low, in my opinion. We've had a nice little retracement, so if I zoom in on this as well, we've had a nice little retracement. We're starting to find a level of support here, and we have formed another high. Still in an uptrend, still looking quite good. There's still a dynamic here that this could really shoot and retrace a lot of this gappage. We were at roughly 240 Satoshi, that's a long way away. We're at 76 now, right? Buying in Bitcoin with this could be monstrous as well. As again, up to that level up there, 200 sats, 161%, and again, even higher, 205. That is a big move. And as I say, literally 3x your money. So if you get 1 Bitcoin there, it's going to be worth a lot more at the end of it, let's be honest. So that is if it obviously retraces, but it's still looking quite good. Even if we fail and we get towards the 618 levels and we have a parabolic run and we still, interest is building, it's still, in my opinion, cheap. And when you compare the fact that the USD values of VeChain went way over all-time high recently, and this is still really low, you got to think, are we looking at a 6, 7, 8 cents VeChain? Wouldn't shock me in the slightest if it happened, in my honest opinion. Anyways, the last one, and the one that was of real topic last night, RSR. I've been talking about this for a while, and I do think that this is an absolute lovely chart in my opinion. Now, historically, we've been stuck in a rut since September. We're roughly at 103 Satoshis right now. I feel that when we break above this, it's going to go parabolic. And there's a lot of interest around Visa right now, PayPal. Who's actually backing these guys? It's a big thing. It's a long-term hold, but for me, I think definitely if you've got spare Bitcoin and you've always been looking at RSR, there's definitely something you can look at here, in my opinion, especially when Bitcoin's so high. But fundamentals of this is really, really key. But a break of this level, we could see it go really high, and it's not even matured yet. It's not even high to mainnet yet. So a one for the future, in my opinion. But overall, when you look at that structure, we know it's been a lot higher. We know, like if I go from this level here, I know it's not the greatest chart and analysis because we've got a little bit of chart missing. But when we start looking, well, we've literally went and tapped that 38% twice. We're still quite low. But with what we've formed here, we've formed a nice little a rounded level here, which is kind of exciting. And ultimately, it's pulling back into a level. So if we start nailing down on this level here, we went into the 618 level for a liquidity grab, and we look like we're on our way here. So there may well be another retest this line. If that does happen, we may well see some very, very nice gains coming into the market from that alone. And when we look at the market right now, looking at the dominance chart, we are starting to see, I'll just remove this, sorry. We're starting to see levels penetrate just below this level, break below this, and we go down to 57 regions, which is the previous low. I will get excited, and people on other YouTube channels will put the old siren to go, emergency, we're breaking out. See you later.